Featherweight world champion Carl Frampton was on the Sky Sports Toe to Toe podcast a few days ago, and on that podcast he said that Scott Quigg is little more than a Sky Sports hype job and that he has no interest in fighting a rematch with him in the near future. And this comes in the wake of Scott Quigg talking about potentially getting a rematch with Carl Frampton. Now, to quote Carl Frampton directly here, he says, "At the minute, I don't think it will happen. He seems to be a bit desperate at the minute. Before the fight, I was calling Quigg a Sky TV hype job. That's what I said in the build up to the fight, and I was being honest. I genuinely believed that, and I think I proved it as well. The fight wasn't a good fight. It wasn't appealing to the fans. I won the fight without having to get out of first gear. It was a boring fight, and no one wants to see it. If he strings a few wins together and a few exciting performances, then there is potential of it happening again. But at the minute, I have bigger fish to fry. I beat him convincingly in first gear, and I want the big names. No disrespect to Scott Quigg, but outside of Berry, nobody knows who he is. Santa Cruz, Selby, Gary Russell, Oscar Valdez, these are the names I want to be fighting, not Scott Quigg. But if I have to fight him, then I'll fight him." So those are the words of Carl Frampton, totally dismissing a rematch with Scott Quigg, saying he needs to go out there and do something to make himself relevant again before he'll even entertain the possibility of a rematch. Is Carl Frampton right here? Was Scott Quigg little more than a Sky Sports hype job? If he was, then this is another case of somebody downgrading their own achievements. Once you start calling your opponent hype job, this, that, and the other, why should we give you any credit for beating him? All you beat was a hype job. You didn't beat anybody great. Now, one thing we know for sure is that he didn't beat the top guy in the division when he beat Scott Quigg. We know who the top guy in the division is. He's called the Jackal, and I'm not talking about Carl Frampton himself. This is when Frampton was at super bantamweight. So how much credit can he really get for beating Quigg when Quigg weren't the best guy in the division, and Frampton himself is calling Quigg a Sky TV hype job? What kind of achievement is that? It is what it is. Drop your comments in the comment section below, people. Let me know how you feel about everything I've talked about in this video and what Carl Frampton has said on the Sky Sports Toe to Toe podcast. All right? It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.